The gap closes in a heartbeat. The last desperate surge of the prey is met by the unstoppable force of the hunters.
In the heart of the morning, power rests. Every breath is quiet, but the eyes of the pride hold thee. A quiet resilience settles over the herd. Their dark shapes, a formidable presence, moves. The eyes of the king hold a single thought, a measured calculation. The quiet furnace of...
The pact is sealed with a sound barely heard. A quiet signal passes between the hunters.
Great ambush begins. They are not creatures of sight now, but of pure shadow and earth.
Life continues in its fragile bubble. The young, protected by the shadow of their strength, know nothing.
The final moment of stillness. Every fiber of muscle is drawn taut, holding the breath of the wilderness. The silence breaks not with a roar, but with a simple twitch. The signal is given. The long
Silence shatters. The waiting is over, replaced by a devastating, beautiful violence. The alarm is sounded. A wave of panic rips through the herd. Survival instinct takes hold. The gap closes in a heartbeat. The last desperate surge of the prey is met by the unstoppable force of the hunters.
The gap closes in a heartbeat. The last desperate surge of the prey is met by the unstoppable force of the hunt.
The jump is perfectly timed. The hunt concludes with a visceral, tearing contact. The price of weakness is paid in an instant.
Instinct takes over. The bond of mother and child outweighs all fear. She is a charging engine of...
A desperate maneuver. The hunters become the hunted, forced to break their hold and evade the raw, protective fury. The chase ends and the strategy begins. Predator meets defense. A temporary stalemate as the buffalo...
Predator makes his statement. It is a promise spoken in the deep rumble of his chest, a sound that...
The challenge is accepted. The leader of the herd makes his stand, a primal declaration that they will pay any price.
The primal clock stops. Two immovable forces stand on the precipice. The Savanna. A lesson learned in the first failure. They strike again, not with brute force, but with synchronized intelligence. The response is unified and formidable. Driven by instinct and the will to protect, the herd becomes a single.
The defense is finally breached. A terrifying feat of agility as the hunter mounts the prey. A roaring, brutal...
The collective rage of the herd ignites. Every horn is a weapon, every tail a warning. The battlefield is transformed by light. Here, in the heart of the struggle, the dust of conflict is...
The raw, defensive power of the herd delivers a devastating blow. The tables are turned in an instant. The hunter is thrown aside like a rag doll.
The instinct for survival overrides the hunger. The king recognizes a battle too costly to win. The risk has passed, the cost too high. The hunters yield the field, not in defeat, but in tactical withdrawal. The dust settles and the threat retreats. But the vigilance remains. The herd reclaims its... The great drama concludes, and the Savanna breathes again. The violence fades into memory. In the wild, victory is never guaranteed. Only the strong, fonged, and the united, kuringed survive.